Hey guys, this is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. Hey. Today we're going to talk about my favorite subject, which is sales. All right, we got a great subject for ourselves today, and it's really cool. I had this guy, he's a millionaire. He told me this a little while ago, and it just keeps going through my mind, so I'm going to share it. Our subject for today is selling. If you don't know, copy the best. What did he say? The guy said to me, he said, selling. If you don't know, copy the best. Now, I thought for a minute, dang, that's pretty profound. Dang, what am I learning here? Listen, selling is a great job. It's a great opportunity. I've been in it since the 80s in one form or, one way or another. I've been selling something, talking to people over the phone, customer servicing, and I'm always selling. But see, one of the things that I needed to learn was to be the best, you got to copy the best. What does that mean? That means if you got people that are doing real good, you got to follow their instructions. You got to look at them. You got to copy them. And see, flattery is when people do copy you. Now, if you bad and you're doing bad things and people are copying you, that ain't the right thing to be teaching people. Do your best. In selling, you got to look for those people that are important to you that can help you to be the best that you can be. You got to hit those mentors. You got to not stay around the water cooler and complain about why you ain't selling and why this don't work for you and how you're so frustrated, blah. I've been there, I done that, and I wrote a bunch of them bad checks, and it ain't cool. Selling's important, so what I try to do is hang with the Eagles. Now, what does that mean? That means I try to put myself around people that are going to make me better. I put information into my brain every day that's of a motivational type material. I love listening to stuff that's going to make me think. I love to listen to those people out there that are talking about all different types of sales, and I may not be selling what they're selling, but I can get bits and pieces of information and I can incorporate it in my selling capabilities. Put it in my little toolbox, my little sales toolbox. But those things with objections and dealing with questions and closes and stuff like that. Selling is great. My name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. I told you I'd tell you about the good, the bad, the ugly, and all the stuff that nobody really talks about in sales. They'll gloss over it. Everything is all right. Bull on it. We're real salespeople. We deal with all kinds of situations. And sometimes we got to reflect. And our question for today, our statement for today is selling. If you don't know, copy the best. Dang, that's pretty good. I've been in sales for a long time, and I have seen people that were really good. I've worked with companies that were in business for 50 years, 100 years, and they went out of business. But see, I learned every time I've had a job in selling. I've learned a little bit of stuff so that way I can incorporate it into my selling capabilities. You got to have them selling conversations, baby. And if you can pull just a little bit from here, a little bit from there, and you stir it around, you got your nice little cake. And you got something that's real good to eat. So good knowledge in is good knowledge out. So, our subject for today is copying the best. And what that means to me is I look for that person in my company that's doing real good. Or I look for those people that I can look at and want to emulate them and learn from them so that way I can be very successful in what I do. Selling is my life. I've been doing it for a long time. I love it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I'm real glad that God doesn't make it easy every day, because if it was real easy every day and then I had a bad day, I don't know, I might go bang, and I don't want to do that. I want good mental health. So I'll take the good, the bad, and the ugly and all that. So as far as selling is concerned, we got to remember, copy the best. The selling and copying the best means that, hey, look for those people that are doing really good and emulate them, copy them, see what they're doing, ask them questions. A lot of people, if they think you're sincere and you're a salesperson and you want to learn, and I'm not saying you go out there and just ask all the questions, blah. You talk to them, have a conversation with them, let them know, hey, I respect you. Can you give me some insight? Tell me what I need to improve on. What do I need to work on? And just go with it like that. People that are successful, now if they know you're sincere, they will work with you, they will help you. Now they've seen a lot of people come and go, so a lot of times they don't be sharing that special sauce. So what they'll do is say, talk to the head. But if they see you coming to work every day, you're doing your best, they going to share that stuff. And copying the best means you look for the best. Go out there and do your research. You got the internet. We didn't used to have that when I first started. We got it now. So if there's a subject about a particular product that you're trying to sell, look at your competitors. Look at all the stuff that they're doing. Learn from those people that are successful. It just makes sense. Copy the best. Copy those people. You know, you don't have to do their presentations verbatim. Take notes. Always take notes. I got paper, see? I got notes. I'm always taking notes. I'm always learning from people. And it's like this, you know, I'm a genius, but see, in my own mind, because see, if I work on something, I can become proficient and get better and better and better. Now, you ain't never going to be perfect in your selling capabilities because you got to have room for improvement. Now, I know some people that do real good. I know some millionaires, and I know some people that have done really good in their life. And I respect them, and I'm listening to them. I'm learning from them. I want to be like them. So what do I have to do? I have to copy. I have to copy the best. You don't just copy some mediocre guy who's not doing a really great job. Well, follow me. I'll teach you how to fall off a bridge. Okay, that ain't good. Selling is a wonderful career. It ain't easy. You got to put yourself in the right position. You got to position yourself to learn. And if you're a salesperson, if you're out there trying to be the best you can be, you're going to do real good. But you got to copy the best. You copy the best and you'll find out that, hey, you get better. Now, you're always going to have that person that's always going to be number one. And you've got to, if you can't be that number one, that's okay. You got to do yourself, do your best, because you're always going to have number one, and then you're going to have those at the bottom. Where do you want to be? I want to be as high in the top 2%, top 10%, and not at the bottom. And I don't want to be mediocre. So my whole goal today is just to share this information. I told you my name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. I tell you the good, the bad, and all the stuff that nobody talks about, because I'm a real salesperson. I get out there in the trenches every day. It can be a real exciting career. You know, I got multiple licenses, so I got different things. I sell multiple products. I'm not just one of these kind of people that rest on my laurels and say, oh, I don't need to have multiple jobs. Well, that's a lie. I like to sell a lot of things. And I'm telling you what, I have learned that successful people, they get real good at a particular product they're selling. Okay. And then I know some other ones that are millionaires. They got a lot of different fingers in the pie all over the place. They ain't just doing one thing, they're doing multiple. Now, there are some people that can do one thing and they get real good and they get real successful. But in reality, not everybody's going to be number one. It's okay. If you shoot for number one, dang, if you shoot for the stars and you hit the moon, you're doing real good. You should be proud of yourself. You know I sound funny and I say a lot of funny things. And I still have my little smiley face buttons because I like to smile. Now, some days you're going to have bad days. You're going to have good days. But see, emulate those people that you know that are successful. It just makes a lot of sense. Who you going to hang around with? Turkeys? You're going to get baked and they going to eat your butt. If you hang around the eagles, you're going to fly, baby. You're going to fly. Be careful. Don't fly too high. You might hit the sun. Okay? That ain't good either. So do yourself a favor. Have a good day. Go out there and ask a lot of questions when you're talking to people. Ask a lot of questions to your customers and reflect on those things that can help you to be better. And remember, you got to copy the best. Listen, I got my notebooks. I write down stuff all the time. I'm always listening. I'm always learning. God gives me these ideas. I mean, he just gives me these ideas and I write them down, because if I don't, I forget about them. So listen, learn from the best. Stop hanging around with those people that can't take you nowhere. But damn, I don't want to be them. I want to hang around with people that use their brain, use their minds. And I don't want to hang around with people that are manipulators and that hurt people. That's not what I'm talking about. Don't copy people that will take advantage and hurt people, because some people ain't got no soul. So if you want to keep your soul, do the right things. Hang around with the winners, not the losers. I said winners, not wieners. Okay, he didn't say that. Yes, I did. Selling is important. We matter. But remember what this rich man told me. And I just think about it, because this guy had a lot of money. He was real rich. He was real smart. And this guy thought enough of me to share this information. What he said was, Gary Lee, you're a good salesman, but you got a lot to learn. And he said this: selling, if you don't know, copy the best. Copy the best. So that's what I'm doing. And I hope you do the same with the people that you're following, and only follow the best and copy the best. But remember, don't hang around with the manipulators. They ain't doing the best. Eventually, they're going to get caught and things will happen to them. So if you're a good salesperson, or if you're a new salesperson or an old salesperson and you're struggling or you're just getting started, it's okay. We're right where we need to be. God puts us a little bit on us. We got to learn from that stuff, babe. We got to learn that we need to keep on learning. And if you're green, you're growing. If you're ripe, you're rotting. And that's not what I want to be. So do yourself a favor. Go out there and sell something. But if you ain't asking for the order, you ain't sell it. All right. And our total subject for today, and don't forget, my name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy, is if you don't know, copy the best. It's that simple, guys. So go out there and sell something, learn and reflect, and learn from the best, and only the best. So that way you too, like me, I want to be the best. How about you? Let's go out there and sell something, and have a nice day. All right.